Hi guys, and welcome to MFL Outdoors. And this evening we're going to have a quick flick through 2025. I'll show you all the best fox shots and any other strange things that happened. Anyhow, grab yourself a coffee, make yourself comfortable, and I hope you enjoy this one. I actually like watching the foxes and how they behave. You do learn a lot from it. And it also helps you when you're setting up to ambush them and knowing how they're going to react. And I always find that's the best method of getting a fox. It does mean, however, you've got to be prepared to sit for hours sometimes. Sometimes you're lucky and they turn up in the first few minutes, but not very often. I turned to the left of me and looked down to where the truck was parked, and there, coming along the fell side, is another fox, but it's in the perfect place because it's actually on my side, exactly where I want it. So I quickly jump over onto the rifle. This one's coming in perfectly. Typical, I've got a fence in the way again. As you can see from the top right, that fox was shot at 108 meters, which is approximately 118 yards. And as you saw, I had the fence in the way, so I had to shoot between the wire strands. So let's see what that is. Yep, we've got a dog. Out looking for a mate, probably. He's a big lad, got a nice head on him. And as you can see, it's starting to come in. So I'm going to keep doing that. Just every now and then, see what happens. Well, it seems to be working. It's making its way down. The picture at the moment isn't crystal sharp because I've actually got the digital magnification up. You can see this one's coming in quite well though. There's a couple of hairs behind. You can see the size of the hairs as well when you compare that to the fox. I've just increased the magnification up to 3.5 times. Maximum magnification's 4. Tonight I'm using the Viper quad sticks, so I'm having to keep moving them around. It's still making its way down nicely. I'm not going to rush it. I'll just keep doing the odd squeak and hopefully it'll continue making its way down. I've just ranged it there and it's still at 176 meters, and you can see that on the top right of the readout. I've also knocked it up to 4 times magnification, which is on full now. I'm having to be careful because between it and me there's a dry stone wall and some fencing, and I don't want to hit either of those. Right, well, I've just brought that back to the truck. That's a dog fox. Perfect shot. There we go. See what it is. It's a dog. At very first, when I saw it coming through the rushes, I thought it was a badger because it was about the same sort of height. And then I realised as it got a bit nearer, it wasn't a badger. It was actually an otter. It's the first one I've seen out at night that I've managed to catch on the thermal in about 9 years. So I was pleased to see it in one way. They can do some damage out on a fell, but they're a beautiful animal, and they're very few and far between round here anyhow. This one's just travelling by the looks of it, and it heard the stream behind me, which seems to be where it's headed to now. And there you can see there's another badger just by the wood line, enjoying the evening, having a sit out. While I've been talking, the fox has just appeared behind me. Time to switch over to the scope, see if we can get a shot. Oh dear, it's all go here. Right, I'm going to make my way down. Hopefully that's the dog, and hopefully that's the one I've been after for ages. Right, well there we have it, it's a dog fox. I turned round from watching the hare, and this is looking straight at me. Yep, it's the first fox of the night. I can't do anything at the moment, it's skylined, and as you can see there's properties behind there down in the valley. So I'm just going to have to wait and see if it comes across so I can get a safe shot. I thought it was going to go straight into the wood, but all of a sudden it stopped and started staring over again. It's trying to work out what I am, but the wind's actually in my favour, so it can't get scent of me. Right, this has just shown up. This is the dog fox. It's the partner to the vixen that I've just shot, and he's actually so engrossed with looking for food for the cubs he hasn't even actually noticed I'm here. He's only 49 meters away from me. Right, I'm back on the scope, and as you can see he's headed just past my truck there now. But he's heading back to the cubs to feed them. Right, as you can see, I decided to let him go, and I have my reasons for doing that. As you saw, shot the vixen. She was, or she's had cubs, and the milk's dried up, so they are on solids. And as you saw, the dog fox that I could have shot, that I left, he was taking food back to the youngsters. Now he will continue to look after them, even though the vixen's gone. And it was my choice, and I decided, because we haven't got any game birds down there at the moment, I'm going to, or I left him so he could continue feeding the youngsters. There's ways and means of getting rid of them, and starving cubs isn't one of them. So I let him go. I will deal with him, and I'll deal with the cubs, and I'll be back, and that'll be on another video. There's a fox on the track, probably about 150 meters away. While I was looking forward, that fox has obviously come from behind me, but it must have been literally within feet of the truck at one point, because the back of the truck was probably about 5 feet from where the gate was, which is where it went through. I'm trying to see if I can bring it in closer because it's still at quite a distance and I'm having to shoot this fox freehand out the truck window. Right, I'm back at the truck and this one's just a youngster. It's probably one of the cubs of the vixen that I shot the other week. Right, I'm behind the wall and I'm using the caller. If you just saw at the left of the screen there's actually two bucks and they're absolutely steaming in. They're trying to beat each other. Now they're closer, I'm trying to use the binos and keep the rifle straight just to make sure that I can ID that they're both bucks. Well, that happened so fast, I just had to make decisions in split seconds really, but that was a perfect shot. Right, I'm back at the truck. And that was a hell of a long drag. Now the work begins. Ah, it's seen me. I'll keep calling though, it might stop or come back. That would have been spot on because that was at 69 metres and it wouldn't have been far to drag that with the truck. It stopped, but it's more than twice the distance of where it was before. It's nicely broadside though for a shot. Great, it's down. That shot was at 143 metres. Okay, well I've got this one back to the truck, and as you can see, that's actually the exit wound, but it's a perfect heart and lung shot. Yeah, another one went straight down. You can quite easily tell these are youngsters, not just by their stance, but by the way they act as well. From looking at it, this is definitely a family unit that's taken up this farm as their territory. Any young dogs will disperse soon and look for their own territories, whereas the young vixens, they can either stay in the territory and they'll actually help the dominant vixen look after the next litter of young, or they will move on. As you can see, I've just increased the magnification. I've increased the base mag to 3 times. I thought I'd misplaced that shot then, but as I got back onto the scope after reloading, I saw it's just dropped about 4 metres from where I shot it. Right guys, well we've got a dog and a vixen. The dog's nearest to the rifle, the vixen's below. They're just youngsters. It's heading away from me. It's actually going up an old track. You can just make out the ridge lines there. That's quite a distance off there now. Right, well, I'm zooming in a bit more, and I'm not going to try and call it in any further. I'm going to take the shot and see what these bullets are like out at range. I've already checked the zero on the rifle. As you know, I actually zeroed this at 41 meters, so I'd have a point blank range out to 220 meters. Right, well, there we are. I managed to get it back to the truck. That was quite a walk. It's around 200 meters. So a 308 certainly did its job out there on the felt, and that's using the copper round. So it certainly expands and does what it's meant to do. I remembered I had the Oneleaf Mars Mini with me, so I gave it a quick ping with the LRF, and I wasn't far off. I said 200 meters, but it was actually 208.2 meters. And then all of a sudden, just out the corner of my eye, I saw this shadow coming in towards me, and the next minute I felt something on my head, and my instant reaction was to duck, and as I ducked, it took back off again, and this is what actually was sitting on my head. It must have just thought I was a post or something. I mean, I was fully camouflaged up, and I wasn't moving at all. I was just looking out with the thermal, and yeah, it wasn't deterred by me at all. It took back off and was just sort of hovering above me, probably about 10 feet, something like that. I thought it was gonna make away, but it's obviously the rabbit caller that it's been attracted to. Ah, there it is, back up on the wall. It's still coming down towards me. It's just as well it's really dark tonight, because it's getting close in now, and I'm keeping really still so I don't make any sound. Well, the federal copper certainly did its job on this one. Right, the sheep have bunched up into one corner and they're watching this fox. And as you can see there, I can see it through the trees from where I'm at. Hey, it's got quite some tail on that. Can you see it's laying across the ground while it's standing there? That was a heart and lung shot, and it ran a little way and then dropped dead on the floor there, as you can see with the thermal. It's a dog fox. That's the exit wound. So it's gone in up here, come out there. Right guys, well I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did making those videos. So there were some cracking shots there, all the way from the 17 HMR up to the 308, and hopefully we're going to have another good year. Anyhow, from me for now, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and drop us a comment. Happy New Year everyone, and we'll catch you in 2026. That one's come quick. Bye for now.